guys, Link's coming at you. So today I'm going to bring something that I rarely ever do, and that's review. Start off, like I always say, I am not a reviewer. If you want to see some reviews on these guys, I'm sure SpiderMan will have them when they come out. Maybe Ashrock will dip into some 6-inch figures and we could get some funny ass reviews. So what I'm going to do is I'm going through this whole wave. I stopped over at Target today. I saw a post by SpiderMan saying that they're showing up in Florida, and John Connor tagged me in it, so I headed right over there, and they had the whole wave sitting there for me. So picked them all up. So what I'm going to show is just, and I'll probably do it in fast speed. I'll show the back of each box, how there's other characters slated for the for another release, and then I'll just go through all the figures articulation. I'm going to go through them really fast. If it's a mold we already know, I might not even go through it at all, or if it's one that's the same as another line, I won't go through it. I'll also do some size comparisons at the end, but I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. So if I miss something, like I said, I'm not a reviewer. So anyways, let's get going. Here's the alternate characters. Looks like Toxin or somebody for Carnage. I have no idea who that is. Beetle will be Boomerang, and Spider-Girl for Black Cat. So just get Alright, so first up we got the movie Spider-Man figure, and I'll start off with the Build-A-Figure piece he came with. Start with the Build-A-Figure piece. Here we have a flame that attaches to the hand. The hand, it looks alright. It's got some paint wear on it already, which is kind of funny. Should have painted the nails, but anyways, I'll go into more of this when I go into the whole figure. If I even do a review on the whole thing, I don't know, we'll see. But Spidey also comes with 2 twip hands, which is good, and they're also on a peg. And then for the figure itself, it's a weird figure. I will go over the articulation on this one just because it's a new mold, and it's a horrible mold. I hope they do not use this one anymore. So anyways, what he's got is, well, first the paint detail. The lines aren't really painted. They're sculpted in, but there's no black paint in there. So that looks kind of funny. There's a black wash over it though, which is cool, and then there's some spots that are not so good. But anyways, he's got the new Spider-Man movie logo on there. And alright, so the head looks up pretty far. It does pop off. Looks all the way down, which is nice. And then he's got these weird armpit joints that just have the holes in them. Reminds me of like the Wave 1 Iron Man or Magneto from Marvel Legends. But also when you pull him forward, he just looks weird. No chest. And they leave the gaps in the back. I'm not digging that at all. But then he's got the ball shoulder, twist at the bicep, double jointed elbows, twist at the wrist, and it's hinged. Go down to the ab crunch, which is nice. Goes back and forth pretty well. Twist at the waist, and then it's the new joint. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's a T joint or whatever, or Y joint. I don't know. You guys know. He's got the twist at the upper thigh, double jointed knee. Does he have a twist here? Yeah, twist at the calf. And then he's got the up and down movement and the ankle pivot. So he's posable as hell. I mean, it's nice, but just this looks so damn awkward. I mean, I'm sure you put him in different angles, he's going to look better, but I'm not too sure about this mold. Hope we do not see a lot of it. Next up is Superior Spider-Man. Uses the exact same mold as the movie Spider-Man. He too comes with a Build-A-Figure, so it's the leg. And this is just Avengers Hulk pieces, but with a little twist. But anyways, the reason I got him in this pose is because I'd like for you guys to see that you can get him with that armpit joint into the 4-point stance or the 3-point stance or whatever you want. The feet kind of come up a little bit because it doesn't have a toe joint, but still looks mad nice actually. Now the body mold works, if I could get this camera to stay up for a second, works a hell of a lot better on this figure just because of the paint. It doesn't look as awkward. So, oh, his head popped off because it doesn't go up all the way, so I just had it resting on the ball joint to get a better look on that pose. But yeah, so here's that weird joint again, but it looks better on him. It looks like he's got more of a chest than he does. I don't know if it's just the paint or what, but anyways, so just take a look at the head sculpt and the paint on this guy, which is pretty clean, except when you get into the joints, he's got like red in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oop, ball shot. But yeah, he also comes with 2 twip hands, which have longer fingers than the movie one. So when this figure first came out, the prototype pictures, I was like, no thanks. Then I saw another picture where he looked a lot better, and having him in person, he looks good. I like him. I wish they would have gave him the claw hands. They didn't. It's just regular fingers. But the paint is clean, other than those few scuffs here and there. But the line work, it's all painted on. It looks like they got a misstep right there, but yeah, I dig it. Alright, up next is Carnage. He uses the Bucky Cat mold. If you guys don't know what that mold's about, go check somebody else's review. I'm not going to go over the articulation. I will go over the paint detail though. So it's pretty clean, painted lines. The eyes look nice. I like them a lot. The whole head sculpt is just really sweet. This part of the tendril comes off of the back. He's got a peg hole back there. Pull it off. So yeah, I like it a lot. Nice detail inside the mouth. I mean, it's red, but you see like the tongue. I don't know, there's a little line there. You're never going to see it on my camera, but these other tendrils do not come off. But yeah, peg holes at the bottom. I forgot to mention the other 2 Spider-Man also have peg holes at the bottom of their feet. So he looks really, really good. I like it. Big improvement from the other Carnage we have. And he also comes with the head of the Ultimate Green Goblin. Let's see if I get some more light. There we go. And a set of flames that go over his back. So it looks like it's just going to mold in to his back. So I think so far out of everything I opened, I like this guy the best. That Bucky Cat mold is just great. Okay, one I'm excited for is the Ultimate Beetle. I've been wanting a Beetle figure forever. I'd love to get a classic Beetle, but anyways, now this one looks like it's using the Bucky Cat mold, but it's beefier and bigger. I don't know, but it's not quite the Luke Cage and Hyperion mold. I'm not quite sure, but his head is freaking huge. But it's cool. I like it. So his wings come off, peg hole in the back for his wings. Yeah, that head is humongous. Kind of looks like a guy from like District 9 or something. The paint on this guy is not as crispy. It's chipping everywhere in all the joints. This silver paint that looks like it's just going to fall off. And for whatever reason, this plastic just feels brittle. It feels like it's going to break. No paint detail at all in the red. It's horrible. Anywhere on the figure, actually. It's just, I don't know, sloppy paint on the yellow for his guns. He's got these ginormous feet. See, there's the paint chipping inside the joint already, but he does have the ankle pivot. Everything that the Bucky Cap has, but he's just bigger. I don't know if they changed the leg out or, well, they obviously did, but I don't know. They did something to it that he's taller. I'll show you in the size comparison later, but I like that he's bigger. It's awesome. Really cool looking design, but I'm definitely going to paint it. I'm going to add some paint detail to it, no doubt. I love the way they did those eyes, where it's like double eye. It's great. Let's get a better look at that face if I can. Awesome. I like it. Just the paint on it sucks, but what are you going to do? He comes with the other leg, Hulk leg, Ultimate Green Goblin leg, whatever. Here we have Electro, movie Electro. He's just awkward. I don't know. The paint on him is not much. It's just, you know, they got like this electric effect going through him, which doesn't look bad. It looks alright. The sculpt is just plain though. I mean, I guess this is how he looks in the movie, but whatever. I like the hands. That's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of like that G.I. Joe zombie figure. But anyways, yeah, and I like the paint of the actual head. Now that looks pretty damn cool. That would be a cool Iceman head if it wasn't for the black stuff on there. But he's got a different type of body mold. you could see his ab crunch is like round instead of more square like the Bucky cap, and it doesn't go down as far. I'm not sure if that's something new, just the body, the torso, but everything else is standard Bucky cap, except the boots look like they're on a different type of joint. They're still pivot, but it's more round. There's like an actual ball in there, but it's hindered by these pants, which I'm totally out of focus on. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, I'm only going to use him maybe once or twice in a picture, take the Build-A-Figure piece, and then probably never touch him again. But he also comes with this alternate head, which is really cool. He's got the shocks coming out the side of his eyes. Comes with 2 hands, so I mean, Hasbro is at least giving us something like that, which is nice. We've been asking for stuff like this for a long time. So, and the Build-A-Figure piece is the other hand with another flame effect. Alright, last up is the most anticipated figure of the wave, I think, is the Black Cat. She uses the Moon Knight body. She looks pretty good, good paint apps and everything. Comes with this whip, which is pretty cool. Just a claw at the end, it's not posable or anything. But I'll go over her articulation. Head doesn't really move because of the hair. She's got the ball joint. No bicep swivel, which is weak. It's got the elbow twists and then goes up and down, single jointed. The wrist also twists and no hinge. That sucks too. The diaphragm joint, which I hate. Anyways, I'll just move on. No waist joint. The T or Y joint, whatever that is now. But it doesn't really go out. It only goes up and down, just a little out and in. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knee. No twist at the boot. Nope, no twist. Then ankle pivot and up and down. It's really hard to stand her though because of these heels. She's got peg holes at the bottom. Nothing on the back. And the paint apps are pretty nice. There's blue inside of the white everywhere. Also with the hair, which is pretty cool. The head sculpt looks nice. And then she comes with the upper body. Alright, last one. It's the Build-A-Figure. It's the Ultimate Green Goblin. Looks pretty cool. The head sculpt looks pretty nice. The paint detail is pretty cool. And the flames look nice on them. In the pack or on the package, it didn't look that good, but in person it does. And this is just the movie Hulk. That's all it is, the Avengers movie Hulk. And so the head goes back a little, down pretty far. Let me take off all these things. Ball shoulder, but is hindered by those spikes. Bicep rotations, double jointed elbow. Spins at the wrist and also has a hinge. This diaphragm joint feels like it's going to break. I don't know if that's just going to be mine or what, but I'm scared to put it down any further than that. So it twists and the ab crunch is not good on mine. It's got the ball jointed hips. It's got a spin at the upper thigh, double jointed knee, and then ankle pivot, up and down and ankle pivot. So he looks pretty good. So here's some size comparisons. So you can see he's a little taller than the movie Hulk, but that's just because, I think because the feet are a little different and also the head. There's an Ultimate Green Goblin that I made. He's much taller than that. That's using the World War Hulk body. I think that's what it is. Or King Hulk, that's what it is. Next to the new Superior Spider-Man, the Ultimate, and then a 6-inch Marvel Legend Toy Biz Green Goblin, and also the McFarlane. So he's pretty tall, which is cool. I'm going to do all the size comparison in one shot. So here's like the Bucky cap figures. You can see the Beetle is just a tad taller. It's just because he's got a big head. Stand next to Bucky cap. I got a bullseye back there to show like an old school Toy Biz comparison. And then Scarlet Spider, which you can see he's much bigger than the new Spider-Man. And then a McFarlane Spider-Man next to them, he's taller. So those new Spider-Men are pretty short. And then Black Cat next to Moonstone, same body. The only thing different is she's a little taller, Black Cat is, because of her heels. Which, it's a bitch to pose her too. And then you can see the Green Goblin, how big he is. And then here's, you know, Shield Agent next to everybody. He towers over the SpiderMan figure, which is, they're too short in my opinion, but. So overall, I really like the wave. I think my favorite is probably the Carnage actually, and the Black Cat I like too, but all in all, not bad. Hit up your local Targets, that's where I got them from, and that's it. 15 bucks at Target, by the way, and use your red card to get 5% off. So, alright, peace.